Have you ever wondered why this person entered your life as your wife? Was it simply random fate, or is there something greater, orchestrated by higher forces? Could it be that your wife is not only your life companion, but also your karma and your grace? In Paramahansa Yogananda's lessons, each bond holds divine meaning. Life constitutes a complex of vibrations, options, and sacred coordination. Every encounter, every union, every love maintains an intention that surpasses our momentary comprehension. Your spouse is not present solely to give you pleasure or divide a household. She came to activate something in your interior, to move the karmic energies of your previous lives, to assist you in growth through happiness and difficulties. She symbolizes your projection, your assessment, and your reinforcement. And at moments, she is the compassionate hand delivered by the Almighty to sustain you when you cannot proceed independently. This lesson is about learning to observe your spouse with the soul's perspective, to grasp why love can be tough yet supremely sacred, and to realize how, through her, life forms your inner growth. If you have ever felt that your marriage is more than an emotional bond, that it carries lessons and hidden mysteries, then walk with us along this sacred path. In this life period, and in all antecedent ones, each thought, word, and gesture records a remembrance in your soul. This constitutes the norm of karma. It doesn't mean penalty or reward, but equilibrium, divine equity acting in silence. According to Yogananda, no soul enters your life by accident. Every relationship is magnetized according to the energy you specifically manifested. Your partner is not close to you coincidentally. She is a soul whose path crossed yours before. Perhaps you treasured each other. Perhaps you damaged one another. Or perhaps she was delivered to complete something unresolved. She has come again so these karmic seeds may bloom into expansion, restoration, and evolution. Some spirits move quickly through our existence, but a partner is connected to us profoundly, vibrationally, and spiritually. She reflects your strengths and weaknesses. It's through this reflection that karma unveils its intention. Partnerships are divine schoolrooms for the soul. Those nearest to us are frequently the ones with whom we hold the most profound karmic connections. Your partner is part of your soul's pilgrimage back to the Almighty, aiding you in realizing the invisible story of your past conduct. This understanding is the opening step toward a love that is sage and liberating. In the sacred rituals of India, the feminine is respected as Shakti, the creative might of the world. Yogananda taught us that a woman, especially as a wife, is not only a companion, but a living demonstration of benevolence. When she enters your life through marriage, she brings both karmic connection and divine potential. If a spouse views her solely through the filter of possession or lust, he misses a tremendous chance. But if he regards her with enlightenment, as an instrument of the Divine Mother, her existence becomes consecrated. She nurtures not only your flesh and sentiments, but also your essence. In her beam, you locate serenity. In her might, you locate valor. Even in her grievances or difficulties, you discover concealed lessons that assist your development. Yogananda stated, "When you learn to perceive the spirit in your companion, you start to love with divine vision." Your partner is not simply carrying out temporal duties. Intentionally or unintentionally, she aids you in following your path. She gentles your sharp characteristics, lessens your ego, and usually delivers more than she receives. When she loves unconditionally, she becomes a vessel of divine benevolence. This compassion is not always tender. At moments it is acute, at moments still, but it is always sacred. See her as more than a name or role. She is a fragment of the sacred, manifesting momentarily as your spouse, dispatched by the Creator to elevate your spirit. When you see her this way, your home becomes a temple, and your marriage a path to freedom. Usually in union, we hope for only delight, relaxation, and camaraderie. Yet Yogananda lovingly reminds us that true love, like true spiritual growth, is not always easy. Your woman is present not just to deliver joy, but to rouse you through the concealed force of karma. Karma doesn't always present as torment, nor is it always pleasant to perceive. Sometimes it shows as feeling conflicts, repeating cycles, miscommunications, or the tension of two characters learning to exist as unity. Your companion, intentionally or not, may provoke responses: wrath, vanity, covetousness, insecurity, not because she is faulty, but because your soul is set to meet and transcend them. This is how karma provides lessons. Yogananda proclaimed, "Every hardship is an assessment to solidify your soul." When your companion disputes you, she is not harming you. She is reflecting something within you that is ready to change. Your tolerance expands when examined. Your pride mellows when modest. Your affection intensifies when it endures the tempest. Rather than pondering, "Why is she this manner?" question, "What instruction is this giving me?" Your union is not merely individual, it is sacred. Through your wife, life offers lessons wrapped in daily conversations, emotional reactions, and silent moments. Fight them, and they return. Absorb them, and they disappear. This is the sacred rhythm of karma revealing. In the safe sanctuary of your home, when you start to perceive this, you no longer regard disputes as difficulties, but as doorways. Your woman becomes not just your companion, but your instructor in concealment. Union is not only a social understanding, it is not just about dividing a residence, growing a household, or completing obligations. In its deepest understanding, wedlock is a spiritual exercise, a sacred preparation God establishes in your life for the growth of your essence. Yogananda typically expressed that sincere spiritual evolution doesn't occur merely in hollows or temples. It develops in the still moments of regular existence, especially within the closeness of partnership. When two spirits join, their forces start to blend. Their behaviors, emotions, and notions affect one another significantly. This proximity, though attractive, delivers vast opportunity for evolution. Through union, you are consistently encouraged to show unselfishness, clemency, forbearance, and empathy, the supports of spiritual life. Yogananda expressed, "Spiritual advancement is demonstrated in deeds, and partnership provides you this demonstration daily." It is not about obtaining faultlessness, but about creating recognition. Alert that your responses are your guides. Your companion is not present to shadow your way or copy your tempo. She takes her own journey with you. There are moments when your wife's presence feels like a soothing balm for your soul. When the universe feels crushing, yet an utterance, a loving stroke, or her silent fellowship brings harmony to your heart. These are not little deeds. They are samples of benevolence. Compassion often camouflages itself in modest ways. In cuisine she produces without protest, in the anxiety in her expression, in the request she speaks when you're oblivious. Yogananda showed, Discover God in those who aid you in tiny and ongoing fashions. Your spouse may have been delivered not merely to stabilize your karma, but to raise your essence. If she progresses with faithfulness, warmth, and a forgiving spirit, she is undoubtedly a grace emerging from your own spiritual excellence. In her company, you gain both a likeness and a favor. She is divine favor proceeding gently next to you in human appearance. Now that you have started to perceive your woman through the lens of karma and mercy, how should you authentically view her? The reply is basic but transforming. Observe beyond the appearance. Look beyond physical form, beyond habits, beyond personality. Observe into her being. Yogananda expressed that every union is an occasion for liberation if we are prepared to acknowledge it. Your spouse is your karma. She holds reflections of your past, the delights and unresolved lessons that attracted your essences together. But she is likewise your benevolence, because through her you are provided the possibility to surpass former cycles and become your best self. When you switch from, "What do I get from this wedlock?" to, "What is life working to show me through this wedlock?" a substantial transformation initiates. You cease accusing, you cease dominating. Instead, you start to love mindfully, with consciousness, with respect. As Yogananda expressed, in every soul, witness the sacred, in every obstacle, witness the hand of the Creator. When you initiate seeing your companion this way, not only as an ally, but as a divine presence in your existence, you discover that love, when lived with knowledge, becomes liberation. And that wedlock, when practiced with mindfulness, becomes an entrance to the Creator. Precious essence, if you have attended this long, it indicates something in this instruction moved your heart. Maybe you have begun recognizing your partner, or ally, or even former relationships in an alternative radiance. What previously appeared as struggle or bewilderment may now seem as sacred coordination, directing your internal development. As Paramahansa Yogananda wonderfully instructed, genuine love is not of the flesh, but of the spirit. It is met in recognition, in sacrificial provision, and in evolving together toward the glow of God. Until then, remain kind, stay present, and walk the road with an open heart.